it's the Reverend Timothy McWilson here. Long time no see. I want to say that Traitor FM is going to stretch out a wee bit into May because there's approximately 4 videos left in the vault. And you stupid Irish Fenians, you don't deserve 4 videos in 4 days. I tell you, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. So we're going to drag it out. 4 videos over the next 4 weekends. Now, the one that's coming this weekend will feature probably my favourite, apart from myself of course, probably my favourite character from Traitor FM, Big Martyr himself, the Donegal Martyr, aka Paddy O'Sheckelstein, so really looking forward to that. I actually have a little cameo in that video, so you'll have to wait till this weekend to find out what goes on. The next video will be by probably my least favourite of all the characters on Traitor FM, Spatiqued, and he'll be talking about metamorphosis, and he'll be talking about other stuff as well, so that'll be very interesting. The penultimate, some of you stupid Irish Fenians may not understand what the word penultimate means, but it means in layman's terms, second last. The second last video will probably, yes indeed it will, I'm looking at it here in the matinee, it will feature the Donegal Martyr out in the sticks, and he is going to launch a sale on his website, so stay tuned for that one. And the final video will be my least favourite character, Spatiqued, as he gives you information on how to use the Antifa playbook and subversion in order to try and become the number one, the most popular Irish nationalist on YouTube and D Live and E Live and F Live and G Live. So that'll be the final one. That's going to be quite a long one because he gets into a lot of depth in that video in question. So that's something that nobody's really going to look forward to, but that will be the final video of Traitor FM. Now, I have to say this as well. There is another video out there. It's of Uncle Jew. And you know the song New York, New York? Well, he's kind of half plastered on Champagne Socialist Champagne, and he goes back to those buskers you probably saw before, and he starts singing Jew York, because he thinks the song's about him, you know what I mean? But I don't think that's going to be released because, you know, he's kind of embarrassed about it. He's a bit embarrassed about it, so I don't think that'll be seeing the light of day, unless of course he does not pay me a sizable amount of cash, because I'm using it as leverage. I'm using it as a bit of an extortion scheme against Uncle Jew. So if he pays the cash, he'll now see the light of day. If he doesn't pay the cash, you know, that'll be going up on all social media. Anyway, guys, I just want to conclude this very short video by thanking you all over the last, 18 months or so for all your likes and all your shares of the Traitor FM videos. It's been a real roller coaster ride. I've enjoyed every minute of it, so I have. And I'd just like to say that, you know, some people say that the Irish are very stupid. Some people say the Irish are very stupid, you know. But how can the Irish be stupid when they've been the country under the longest lockdown? You know, the longest lockdown from this coronavirus stuff. You know, the Irish have really taken it very seriously, very, very seriously. You know, you can lock down Ireland. You can lock down Ireland for a whole year, for even longer. They can probably lock it down for another 5 years. I'd say to the Irish, you know, we have to lock down your country because if we don't, you might get the snuffles. You might get the wee snuffles. Oh, wouldn't that be terrible? Wouldn't that be terrible? You might get a runny nose. Oh. People are always going on about the Irish. Oh, you know, the Irish are fighting Irish. Oh, the Irish are very tough. I think it'd be better to say the pacifist Irish. I think it'd be better to say the cow-brained Irish. They're like livestock, so they are, you know. They accept anything. You know what I mean? So, of course, it's different across the border when you get into the north. You know, certain parts of Northern Ireland. You know, you won't mess with those people. I tell you, you don't mess with those people. But when it comes to the stupid Irish Fenian bastards, I tell you, they lie down and get driven over time and time again, and they accept it every single time. You know. The main philosophical argumentation from the stupid Irish Fenian bastards is, sure, it'll be grand. You know, how's that a philosophy? You might as well ask the vampire to come in your window and suck your blood, you know. So anyway, that's all I've got to say. This weekend, the Martyr will be running 2 fundraisers. I have a cameo appearance. After that, we have Spatique talking about metamorphosis. Then we have the Martyr releasing a sale for his online shop. And finally, the last video, Spatique will talk about how he uses the Antifa playbook to become more and more popular on social media. I tell you, it's going to be very interesting the next few weeks. Now, one final thing. I asked Judas or Fluffy if he was going to take down the channel. He says he's now going to do it because he says, the guy who does devices, he used to have a channel before, and when he took down his channel, you'll not believe this, but a very well-known troll who's always trolling Irish and British YouTubers, well, that guy copied the avatar, that guy copied the name, and he ran absolute amok, going on to live chats, claiming that he was the guy who did the devices when he was now the guy who did the devices. So, we will be leaving the channel up, but the plan is that there will be no more videos after the final 4 videos. We're in the home stretch, guys. We're in the home stretch. Put the butterscotch popcorn in the microwave, lie back, relax, and enjoy the final 4 episodes of Traitor FM. My name is the Reverend Timothy McWilson, and by the way, my church, the Shirley Temple Church, has now been touched on by Gary Síochána, because I tell you why. Do you know why? Because I'll tell you why. If you want to keep your church open in the middle of a so-called pandemic, you've got to grease a few palms. And the Catholic churches have now done that. But the Shirley Temple Church makes sure that it greases plenty of palms so it can stay open, and that way 20 collection baskets can be passed around every single day during the service. And as a final message, I just want to put it out there that, for those Irish people who are very upset with their government, the government that's locked them up for over a year for now, I want to say to those Irish people, why don't you join Britain again? Let's make Great Britain great again. How about it?